You know, we all love that feeling, right?
Uh,
The thrill of a takeoff, the anticipation as you're soaring above the clouds.
mhm.
But have you ever stopped to think about what keeps those massive engines roaring, carrying us safely across the skies?
It's easy to overlook, isn't it? All the meticulous work happening behind the scenes. But the truth is, it's a whole team of highly skilled aircraft engine inspectors that make every flight possible.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
We've got a treasure trove of insights here from RoleCatcher. They're like, the careered whispers for anyone serious about aviation jobs.
Yeah.
We're talking like the real nitty-gritty details here, from day-to-day tasks to the inside scoop on actually landing a job in this high-stakes field.
And they don't hold back either. Rollcatcher, they give you the unfiltered truth about, the challenges, the rewards, so you can actually decide if this is the career path that really truly aligns with, your aspirations.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. When we say aircraft engine inspector, what are they actually doing on a daily basis? It's got to be more than just a quick glance, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, picture this, right? You're not just inspecting an engine, you're practically performing surgery on it. You're examining every single nut, bolt, blade, using, really high-tech tools to search for like microscopic cracks, the kind of things that could spell disaster in the air.
Talk about pressure. You're literally holding people's lives in your hands.
Precisely. And it's not like a one-size-fits-all approach either. Rollcatcher breaks it down, all the different types of inspections, from those routine checks, just to make sure everything's running smoothly, to those that are performed after an engine's been repaired or even overhauled. They even get into the meticulous post-incident inspections where you're really piecing together the clues, trying to understand what went wrong and how to prevent it from happening again.
Wow. So you're telling me there are times when an inspector might get called in to investigate an incident, like maybe even on the other side of the world.
You got it. In fact, RoleCatcher has this incredible anecdote. This inspector had to travel to a remote island after an engine failure. Talk about a challenging work environment, right?
That's dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so speaking of work environment, what's the typical setting like for an aircraft engine inspector?
Okay, picture this. You could be on a bustling tarmac, the roar of engines all around you, the smell of jet fuel filling the air. Or you might find yourself in like a state-of-the-art hangar, surrounded by cutting-edge technology.
Definitely not your typical office job.
Yeah.
But RoleCatcher did mention travel as a perk.
Absolutely. And it's not just about those incident investigations. Engines need inspections wherever they are, whether they're being built, serviced, or repaired. I mean, one week you could be basking in the California sun, and the next you might be bundled up in Iceland.
That's a pretty sweet deal for someone who loves to travel, and experience new cultures. But what about the career itself? Is this a field that's actually growing?
That's the good news. As the aviation industry continues to soar, so too does the demand for qualified inspectors. More planes, well, that means more engines. More engines mean more opportunities for skilled professionals, like you.
Job security in a field that takes you places. Now that's a winning combination.
Yeah.
But with all this talk about high-stakes inspections and global travel, I gotta ask, what does it actually take to get your foot in the door?
Yeah, it might seem like you need, a mountain of experience just to even apply, but RoleCatcher paints a bit of a different picture.
Okay, because I was about to say, this feels like one of those careers where you need to know someone, right, to get in.
Well, connections can certainly help, sure, but a solid foundation is really key, and that often starts with the FAA airframe and power plant license. It's like the gold standard, in aviation maintenance. It shows employers that you actually have the knowledge to work on these complex machines.
This is like a badge of honor. It proves you've got the skills to handle the responsibility. What does getting that license actually involve?
It's no walk in the park, that's for sure. You're looking at a seriously rigorous program covering everything from engine theory to, hands-on repairs. RoleCatcher, they even highlight one particularly challenging aspect: mastering those complex wiring diagrams, which, believe me, can look like a bowl of spaghetti.
Talk about attention to detail.
Uh-huh.
But let's say someone's just starting out, maybe fresh out of high school, and this whole aircraft engine inspector thing has sparked their interest. What advice would you give them?
I love that question. It shows initiative. Even with zero experience, there's a path. Internships, apprenticeships at like aircraft manufacturing or maintenance facilities, those are a fantastic starting point. Think about participating in hands-on engine maintenance projects. Some community colleges even offer those.
A more affordable, hands-on approach.
I like it.
So it's not always about a 4-year degree then, right?
Absolutely not. It's about demonstrating your passion and gaining those practical skills. And never underestimate the power of networking. Volunteering at aviation organizations or even air shows can open doors, give you a feel for the industry. You might even find yourself chatting with a seasoned inspector who can offer, invaluable advice.
That's such a great point. Passion and a willingness to learn can take you far. And speaking of going far, let's talk career progression. You land that entry-level inspector role, put in the work, and then what? What does climbing the ladder look like in this field?
RoleCatcher actually does a brilliant job of breaking down those typical career stages. It really gives you a clear vision of where this path can lead. You start as that entry-level inspector, performing those routine checks, assisting senior inspectors. It's all about building, like, a rock-solid foundation.
Like an apprenticeship almost, right? Proving yourself, absorbing all that knowledge from the pros.
Precisely. Then, as you gain that experience, you step into the role of, like, an experienced inspector. Now you're the one entrusted with more, complex inspections, leading those post-maintenance checks. And your documentation, it becomes even more critical because, well, now it's informing bigger decisions. Think of it as, like leveling up in the world of aircraft engine inspection.
More responsibility, higher stakes. Sounds like the pressure's on.
It definitely comes with the territory, but it's also incredibly rewarding, This stage is often where, like, specialization comes into play. You might discover you have a knack for a particular type of engine or maybe, inspection process, and you become the go-to expert in your field.
Becoming the person everyone turns to for that specific engine type. That's job security right there. Not to mention, probably a nice boost to the salary.
You're catching on. Now, if you thrive in, like, a leadership role and enjoy mentoring others, the path leads to senior aircraft engine inspector. You're managing teams. You're conducting those critical post-incident inspections. Your expertise plays a direct role in preventing future accidents.
Now that's the kind of impact that gets me fired up. Knowing your work is directly contributing to safer skies, for everyone.
Absolutely. And finally, you reach, like, the pinnacle, chief aircraft engine inspector. Imagine being the strategic mastermind behind an entire inspection operation.
Now we're talking about shaping the future of aviation safety. What does a typical day even look like for someone at that level?
Forget typical. As chief inspector, you're setting the vision, the standards for your whole department, making sure everything's aligning with, those ever-evolving industry regulations. You're providing that expert advice on complex cases, maybe even representing your organization, to regulatory bodies. Talk about influence.
From inspecting a single bolt to influencing industry-wide safety standards, that's quite a career trajectory. But let's be real, getting there requires more than just knowing the job exists. What kind of tools does RoleCatcher offer to help those aspiring inspectors actually land their dream job?
I'm glad you asked, because that's where RoleCatcher transforms from, like a valuable resource into a powerful ally. They understand that the job search, it can be daunting, especially for, a high-stakes field like this. So they've curated resources specifically designed to help you shine.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Well, for starters, they have this incredible library of interview questions tailored specifically for aircraft engine inspector roles. We're talking the common questions, but also those technical curveballs. Even questions designed to see how you think on your feet under pressure.
So instead of walking into an interview feeling like a deer in headlights, you can feel prepared, knowing what to expect, how to really showcase your skills and experience effectively.
Exactly. And it's not just about having the right answers. It's about understanding what those interviewers are really looking for. You know what I mean? And RoleCatcher, they provide, like, insights into the qualities that make an ideal candidate, like problem-solving skills, meticulous attention to detail, that unwavering commitment to safety. They want to equip you with the knowledge to present yourself as, like, the perfect fit for the role.
It's like having a secret weapon, right? A behind-the-scenes peek into the minds of the hiring managers. But RoleCatcher doesn't stop there, do they?
Not even close. One of their most, I'd say, impressive tools is their AI-powered CV and resume analysis.
Whoa!
Picture this. You upload your resume in their system. It actually scores it against the specific job description you're targeting. It's like having a personal career coach and, like, a tech whiz all rolled into one.
Hold on. So the AI actually reads both the job ad and your resume and tells you how well they, like, match up.
Precisely. It identifies any gaps, where maybe you're missing a key skill or experience that the employer's looking for. And it even suggests ways to, tweak your resume to really highlight those areas. It's all about getting past those automated screening systems, those bots,
Yeah.
and landing in front of an actual human who can, see your potential.
Okay, that is seriously next level helpful.
Yeah.
It takes all the guesswork out of crafting the perfect resume. But RoleCatcher goes even further, right? They actually connect job seekers with potential employers, too.
You're right on track. A lot of employers actually use RoleCatcher's platform to actively search for candidates with specific skill sets. So by creating a profile on RoleCatcher, and the key is keeping it updated, you're not just applying for jobs, you're putting yourself on the radar of companies who are actively seeking skilled professionals just like you.
It's like stepping into a digital marketplace where you can showcase your skills, connect with companies who are looking for exactly what you have to offer, talk about taking control of your career destiny.
Yeah.
So for anyone listening who's, feeling inspired by this whole world of aircraft engine inspection, what's the key takeaway, the thing they should be thinking about right now?
Here it is. Imagine yourself not just, admiring the power of aviation from afar, but actually playing a direct role in ensuring the safety and wonder of flight for, countless people around the world. It's a career where your meticulous attention to detail can have a real ripple effect. It influences the lives of everyone who steps foot on an aircraft.
From inspecting a single engine to potentially, shaping global aviation safety standards, the journey starts with a single step. And thanks to this deep dive and the incredible resources from RoleCatcher, our listeners have the knowledge and the tools to take that step with confidence. Who knows, maybe one day we'll be boarding a plane, glancing out at that massive engine and thinking, someone listening to the deep dive helped make sure that engine was ready to fly.
Now, that's a legacy worth striving for. It's a good reminder that even in a world of, complex machinery and advanced technology, it's the human element, that unwavering commitment to safety and precision that truly keeps us soaring.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And there you have it, folks, another fascinating career deep dive in the books. Until next time.